Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? Guns blazing back at it again. I'm gonna try to talk fast for this one because there's a lot to say. This video is gonna be about Gladiator Beast gameplay as well as an explanation for those people that have no idea what this archetype is about. I'm gonna try my best to explain. So this is a deck I used on stream courtesy of Beastly Mario. Only had 2 Lucari at the time. Running Mind Scan so we can play around the back row to successfully get tag-ins rolling. You can also try Tie That Binds. Some people like Restart for the consistency. And this is the one that I'm running right now, also meant to be used with Mind Scan. Obviously still testing and tuning things, but it works for the time being. I think GBs are a really solid archetype and they have potential to change up the game. Now, I have never heard or seen GBs up until this box release, so it is a new concept for me. But I do think I've gotten a solid grasp on what they do. So I'm going to try to break down every single card for you. It may get a little confusing, but when you watch the gameplay, it'll make it a lot easier to understand, and I will explain the cards in groups so it's easier to digest. But first, let's talk about the tag-in mechanic. So if a GB battled or got attacked and it survived, then at the end of the battle phase, you can shuffle that GB into the deck and special summon another GB with a different name from your deck. And those GBs have added effects when they're summoned this way. Let's call those tag-in effects. So let's just pull up this full list of Gladiator Beast cards. And first, let's start off with the low-level Gladiator Beasts. These are the core of the deck, the ones that are going to see most of the use. So first up, we got Andal. Most people will not be running any of these because, they don't have a tag-in effect and they can't tag other Gladiator Beasts in. It is a 1900 vanilla, but that's not going to cut it for this deck. Lucari is one of the better ones. It's an 1800 attack effect one, and it does tag in monsters, and when it's tagged in itself, it becomes 2100 attack. Murmillo is one of the weakest GBs, but when it tags in, it can and it must destroy a face-up monster, so be sure to not run this if your opponent's field is empty, because you're going to have to destroy one of your own monsters. Alright, next up, Bestiary. Pretty low attack too, not too bad, but when it gets tagged in, it can target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. Now, similar to Murmillo, it's a mandatory effect, so avoid using it if your opponent doesn't have any back row to destroy. Next up, Makari. This one can attack twice if it got tagged in. And so if you manage to cheese your opponent with Mirror Wall and tag in the Makari, this is 3200 damage to the face, a potential finisher. Next, we got Glad Beast Secutor, and this one, when it gets tagged in and it survives an attack or attacks, then you get to special summon 2 Glad Beasts from your deck. Good for swarming and if you're focusing on the fusions or the high level Glad Beasts, but in my opinion, this is really slow because not only do you have to get it tagged in, you also have to go through the whole attack or be attacked and survive shenanigan. And also, I don't think the high level GBs or the fusion GBs are something you should focus on. It's all about the low level, in my opinion. And then we got Test Ape, which is not really a GB, but it special summons a GB when it's destroyed by battle. It doesn't pop tag-in effect, so I wouldn't bother with this at all. Now let's move on to the high-level GBs. I don't recommend you run too many of these guys. In my case, I only run 1 total. And here's Augustus. He has the highest attack. And when it tags in, you can special summon another GB from your hand, but that gets shuffled in at the end of the turn. So that effect is only for popping tag-in effects. Anyways, I feel that this is the best one out of the high-level GBs because it has no real drawbacks, except if you ever draw into it, it's just a dead brick. But then again, all the high-level GBs share this weakness. And I got baited into thinking that this was an amazing card because it gets to destroy a face-down spell or trap, kind of like Bestiary. But this card has a huge drawback. It does not tag in other GBs after attacks. Instead, you have to choose between shuffling it back into the deck or discarding a card. So with this guy, you either have to just not attack with it or use it as a finisher so you don't get that drawback. And then the last high-level GB is Alexander. This card can only be tagged in by Makari, and that's a pretty big drawback. However, it is level 6, so it's not as bricky as the other two. Great tag-in effect. It's unaffected by spells, but that drawback, though, only able to be tagged in by Makari, that's pretty big to me. So for now, the only one I'm really recommending is Augustus. Alright, so let's move on to the fusion GBs. Keep in mind that these are contact fusions, so you don't have to use polymerization. Rather, you have to have the monsters on the field, and you shuffle them back into the deck to summon these fusion monsters. Now, in my opinion, most of the time, these guys aren't going to be relevant. It's usually better to have the fusion materials on the board rather than sacrificing 3 of them so that you can get one big fusion out. But anyways, let's look at these effects. This one can be contact fusion summoned by fusing any 3 Gladiator beasts, except one has to be Lucari. And you can negate any spell or trap by discarding just one card, usable multiple times, so it's a great effect. Just usually, as I said, not worth it, and if you already have 3 GBs on the board, you're most likely already in a good situation anyways, and also, it does not tag in. Neurokius is made up from any 3 Gladiator Beast monsters, can't be destroyed by battle, and if it attacks or gets attacked, spells and traps from your opponent can't be chained until after the damage step, so kind of similar to Ancient Gears, except also for when it gets attacked. It can tag in, and when it does tag in other GBs, it tags in 2 of them. Last one is Esidari, and this one is just a 2500 attack body. There's no additional effects, doesn't tag in. Okay, so the support spells. Most of these are really bad. I personally don't use any, but here's Colosseum. This one seems to be the one with the most potential. It's a field spell that boosts your GB by 100 attack and defense for each time you tagged one in. So that's a net total of 0 until you get it rolling. Quite slow in my opinion, but I don't want to fully dismiss it until I actually try it. Respite is kind of like Mori of Greed except for GBs, and so you shuffle in 2 beasts and draw 3 cards. This one might also be okay, especially if you're running the high level GBs because you get to unbrick them. I just don't see any room for it. Gladiator's Return. This one's straight garbo, just don't run it. And then we got 2 equips, and these return to your hand if you tag out with equipped monsters. So Gladius is a simple gain 300 effect, and Halberd allows you to destroy any spell or trap after an attack. Both lackluster in my opinion, but if I had to run one, I'd roll with the Halberd. And lastly, you got the support traps, and all of these are garbo in my opinion, just don't bother. Trojan Gladiator Beast, special summon a GV to your opponent's side and then draw a card. I really don't see much use for this. Then we got Lash. When you special summon a GB, your opponent gets to choose 1 card to discard. Really sucks because your opponent gets to choose. And then we got 2 counter traps, Parry and Disarm. They negate 1 trap and 1 spell respectively, but the cost is steep. You must return 1 GB from your hand to your deck. Again, it might be useful for returning a high level brick GB, but in most cases, it's just not worth it. Okay, well that was a lot of talking. Let's move on to the footage so that you can actually see these guys in action. Okay.
My turn.
Get this bestiality out. In before some dude with anti-magique arrows. That would be such a cuckaroni. Yeah, let's set these 2. Yeah, I'm gonna take guns! Econoroni. Oh. Please suicide into me. Really? Real? This guy can't be serious, dude. You anti-magic arrows for that? That's okay. I'm gonna pick up a monster right here, right now. Heart of the Cards guide you, boy. Thank you. Thank you. This is what you get, you animal. You know what? I'm gonna set my Mirror Watch now.
I set a card. Let's battle. Take this.
Are the monsters optimal or just playtesting my lad? I think it's close to optimal. The original Beastie Mario's version that he sent me has 3 Lakari, but I don't have my 3rd Lakari, so I just use a 2nd Demakari. And you know what I'm feeling like? I'm feeling like a Lakari. Don't ask me why. Don't ask. I can't destroy Econ because Bestiari can't tag out himself. Oh boy, here comes the Kyber man. Oh, guns destroy Econ even though you can't! It's not a viable play, dude. It's not a possible play. You can't fish out Bestiari with Bestiari. Oh, here comes his blue. Big blue, see him through. Oh, he's setting the Vig now. He wants to be a tilter like that. Let me half shut onto the blue eyes, set my other half shut, and then try to attack him. I think that's a viable play. I think that's a decent one. Actually, no. This is gonna cost me because Mirror Wall can't protect this. This is me baiting myself. Oh, he lets it go through. Sick. Sick, dude.
This can't be happening. My monster's effect activates.
I think I go straight for the big blue. Gonna go straight for the big blue.
And my monster's effect activates.
Please, Econ take. Nope. Vigilance can definitely negate special summons. It just can't negate special summons that are from a different card's effect. So if a monster special summons itself with its own effect, it can get Vigilance.
Monster in attack position.
I think you need one Secutor for better contact Fusione.
Now.
I disagree, my boy.
Monster attack.
I disagree with that one, my lad. Okay, so I think I'll wall disrupt it up. I think that's my plan of Actione. No. Hit him with a wall and make him fall. I might even just half shut 2 for the lethal.
Face down card.
Yeah, why not?
Continuous trap
Actually, no,
activates.
that wouldn't be lethal because the monster would survive. Sick meme guns. Let's pop this Murmelo
I anticipated that, of course. My monster's
and get a
effect activates.
Bestiary out. Some bestiarity.
Hope you're ready. I special
See, if I pop wall in the attack declaration, he can chain Econ and
my
put it into
monster's
defense
effect
mode.
activates.
That's what would have happened. Okay. Destroy Econ.
Your mind is an open
Good night, Jackie Chan.
I draw.
Oh! No, let's not pay for the wall. Wait, so can I get a contact Fusione off with this?
Monster in attack
Why not? You know? Why not?
I'd like you to
Gladiator Beast. Esedari.
fusion summon a monster. Let's battle.
Go for the testicles!
Truly insight. My monster attacks your.
Okay. I think test tape is garbage.
You know.
Mindo scan. This guy's a oh, are you kidding me, dude? This hand, though. Real?
I set a monster face down. I set a card face down.
Pocky.
I set a card. I end my turn.
My turn.
The hand I don't understand.
Draw. I set a card face down. I set a card face down.
2 sets. End's turn. Ooh!
End my
All
turn.
right, let's do this. I draw.
Bestiarity. Oh, we're gonna get some attacks in, boys. We're so gonna do it, dude.
Check this out. I summon a monster in attack position.
Beat it down.
I put
Sick
my
me. Tie that tilt, actually. Oh.
let's battle.
Oh!
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell. This one. I attack your life
Alright.
points direct. And here I go.
There goes your mind scan, boy.
Attacks your life points directly.
Alright, so. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
My
Pop all them things, boy.
Let's go. I
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, to pop off on the back row. Yes!
My monster
Yes!
activates.
Yes! Oh, you can't add its own thing. I'm gonna go with this.
I'm finished with my turn.
Everything is still proceeding as I envisioned.
That's big, my boy.
Draw.
That's big. Oh, guns, this deck is trash! I haven't actually seen it in action, but it looks so bad! Guns! Yeah, I'm gonna take guns! There we go, that ought to drop my viewer count by a couple of hundred. This one's gonna sting. Yeah, but it's fine because he's not even running any back row, so... Rasta Gambler! I can take this damage.
Did you ever make that tilty sword and shield last gambage deck, my boy? Kappa.
Tilty sword and shield last gambage? No, never. I actually didn't, bro. But I'm gonna need a little something else, you know? I can't just have this. Yeah, I'll take 33, but it's gonna be worth it. I can't do double Murmelo. Like, you can't go Murmelo for Murmelo, but... Let's see what we can do here. Strongest one.
I'd like you to meet my monster.
Then we can get contact fusions going.
Everything is still proceeding as I...
Sometime sooner or later. I didn't want to pick up the Merm, though. Thanks for the sub, Jib the Great. And also, thanks Ganon Gamer for the 7 months in a row. Really appreciate it, my boy. Alright, let's roll with this. Should I contact Fugione? Probably not. If he Dakinis again, I'm gonna want something that that helps me out. Okay, so he's resummoning another Senju. My back row is pretty strong, but he might be able to play around it. Oh, it's a Saphira. Okay, Hymn of Light. That's not going to be a good look for your boy, because this is going to reach over 4,700. And this one protects ritual monsters just like Machine Angel does. Yeah, it's looking bad for your boy, to be honest with you. Ritual monsters, oh, they both gain 1,000. That's not really good. But I pretty much just poop all over this guy with Wall of Disruption, Mirror Wall combo, eh?
You did exactly what I thought.
So disrupt it up.
I flip over my face down card.
Enter the damage step. I'm cheesy like that, my boy.
My face down
I'm
card.
cheesy like that, my boy.
My continuous trap activates.
Oh, yes. Wait, what? You what? The Harakiri? The Harakiri, boys! To be honest, glad Beast didn't win this game. The back row won this game. The double wall. The honorable Sudoku. And I'm gonna toggle off real quick so we can't see my damage step card. And then I'm gonna toggle right back on so that I don't forget, like an animal that I am. And then I'm gonna pop the bird on his econ.
My monster's effect activates.
We're gonna have to hope we draw into something spicy.
Let the fun
That's all I gotta say. That's all I can do. If I set Wall of Disruption, this would have been a lot better.
My monster's effect.
Or I can just half shut attack, or attack half shut. Dude, you can't do anything with that econ.
I reveal my face down card.
Thanks for wasting both of our time. I can switch it right back into attack mode in my turn. Great job, dude. Sick play, bro.
My turn
Time
is
to
done.
make my move. Draw.
Of course. Of course I picked that up.
I set
Instead
a
of something that's actually useful.
I
Hmm.
draw a card.
Okay, so we gotta half shut Aroni it up.
Take this.
The half shut combo.
Monster attacks.
The half shut
Flip over
Gladiator
my
Beast
face down
combo.
card. I activate a quick play spell.
Hey Rogich. Nothing much, bro. Just trying out new Glad Beasts.
Not over yet.
Okay. Swap them and drop them.
My monster's effect
The classic.
activates. Well,
Yeah, we're
now,
summoning him in attack mode.
I special my monster's effect activates.
Who knows why?
I end my turn.
Here I go.
Impenetrable.
Draw a card.
Should have summoned in defense. I thought I had Mirror Wall, but I only have Wall of Disruption, so anything 1600,
Here I go.
it's still bad. Actually, ooh, Senju.
Activate.
The heck? Relinquished? Are you for real, dude? You're really trying to bring Relinquished back?
Time to battle.
Oh, easy money.
Let's do this.
Easy money.
With a monster.
You did exactly what I thought you'd do. I activate a face down card. My trap activates.
It's another recycle. And Murmillo.
I anticipated that, of course.
Then hopefully
My monster's
we
effect
pick up something
activates.
juicy. AKA we pick up a monster. Oh no, Demakari. Demakari exact lethal if he doesn't have Sphere Ebola.
I special summon a monster.
My turn is done.
Easy money, dude. And the Bestiary.
I'd like you
So
to
if he gets a
meet my
bullet, at least we get an attack in you.
Let's battle. Here I go. My monster attacks your life points directly.
Oh, you filth. You filth. You have it? He has it.
Exactly
Ugh.
what I was waiting for.
Okay, so I don't want to trigger his D-draw then. I'd rather not trigger his D-draw.
It's
End
my
my
turn.
turn.
I'd rather not trigger the draw.
I draw a card. From my hand.
But he picks it up anyways. Come on,
ritual
dude.
spell.
Seriously? For real? He still gets a suck off, even without the D-draw. How fortunate.
I ritual summon a monster.
It's okay, we got Impenetrable so we can run some plays on him.
Activate.
Suck that up all you want. Suck it clean for all I care.
Set a card.
There's that Econ face down and Wall of Disruption. So now he wants to go out with that back row, eh?
Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Okay, Impenetrable.
Just as I expected. I activate a face down card. My trap activates. Ooh,
Swap it out.
just as
Swap him and drop him.
expected. My monster's effect activates. Well now.
Oh, hell yeah.
I special. You did exactly what I thought you'd do. My monster's effect activates.
My turn is done.
Time to make my move. Draw.
Oof. Kare.
Well now, I summon a monster in attack.
So we're gonna
position.
pop his D-draw. It doesn't matter because he's in a top deck situation. There's no one card that he can pick up
I attack
unless this guy's running like...
monster.
What's that card called? Yeah, I want to play around that card that revives the ritual monster from the grave, so I'm just gonna end the turn right here.
My monster's effect
And
activates.
pick up something to destroy his back row. Oh, it's spicy.
Let the fun begin.
Oh, it's spicy.
Monster's effect activates.
Obviously, right?
I end my turn.
Here I go. I draw a card.
Fulfillment of the contract. But he
I
picks up
summon
Sonic
my monster's
Baj.
effect. Activate.
Not really looking good for your boy now. I wonder if he's gonna econ aggressively.
Turn is done.
Okay, so he decides to keep this field right here. Bestiary again, so I can contact Fuse Nah, I'm going for Heraklinos. I'm doing it for the YouTubes. I gotta do it for the boys. Oh, baby. The Heraklinos.
Meet my monster. I fusion summon a monster.
Once you Herak, you never go back.
Here I go. I attack with a monster.
Gonna econ that, bro? I don't suggest you econ that. Oh, you econ that? No, that's fine. Econ it if you want.
I end my turn.
You got relink, bro? No, you don't.
My turn
And
is
it's
done.
turn.
Draw.
Ah. I'm gonna keep it for negate fodder.
To battle. Here I
No Ebolas. I wonder why he didn't just keep it in attack mode. Like, he would have been able to pop Destiny Draw. You forgot to use Poly Diffuse. Sick meme, bro.
My turn is done.
Oh, he's done. He's gone, so
draw.
nothing he can do. Where's my Merm?
Let the fun begin. I summon a time to battle.
Heraklinos! Bite his nutsack off! Oh, Sphere Ebola. Crap.
9 points directly.
Monster's effect activates.
Yeah, I'm not popping D-Draw.
I end my
It's my
turn.
turn. Summon a
Picks
monster.
up another Sneak. Are you serious?
Let's do this.
No, he doesn't even have any more dudes.
My turn is done.
No more rituals from the deck. Ill meme, bruh. That's so close to lethal, it's crazy. I'm just gonna attack and not look back.
Let's battle.
Because I can just negate anything, dude.
Prepare yourself.
Pop D-Draw, whatever, it's fine. I have 3 cards to shut down anything you have to offer.
My turn comes to
My
a
turn.
close.
Part of the
Destiny draw anything you want. I'm serious, dude.
even my cards.
Exiled Force would tilt me.
That's the
You're
end.
mine.
End of your turn.
I will now. I summon a
Know what?
monster in attack position.
Rub the salt in the wound.
I set a card. That's
Draining Shield.
Because I like memes, misplays, tilt plays, sick plays, and memes.
Thank you for the 2 months in Burst Tech. Oh man, I can go super BM on this one.
You're ready. I summon a monster in attack position.
Can fuse my Heraklinos into another Heraklinos. Easy money, dude.
I'd like you to meet my
Come on, where the relink at, though?
battle. The end is
Draining Shield? Pop it, dude. Pop it.
monster attacks your
Just
nine
pop
points
it.
directly.
I use my face down card. My turn.
Pop it so I can drop it!
My monster's effect activates.
Yamate guns? Yamate guns? Honestly.
From my hand,
Afoshato.
I activate a quick play
This is
spell.
the most extended BM I've ever done, dude. It's the most extended BM I've ever done.
Smoking in silence, blazing like sirens. I can bring you out of the darkness into the fiery light.